Hey guys, and welcome back to Gravey's Brewery with me, Gareth Goes Gravy. Now then guys, for this video, as you can see from the title, I'm bringing you a little something I'm considering a bit special. Again, as you can see from the title, I'm bringing you two beers for the price of one. Those beers being the two beers from my recent one gallon Parti Gyle brew. And before we start, I will show you I'll show you the labels at least of the resulting beers. The actual beers I do have actually laid out or poured out, and I will get to them in a minute. Here is the first one, the big beer, 11.5%. As you can see, I'm just calling it a big beer, and the other one a small beer. I don't know how I can categorise them. I think the big beer is probably going to be something along the lines of a barley wine, the small beer an IPA. So what can I tell you about it before I show you the glasses? Well, again, as I mentioned, this was an experimental brew that I decided to do because most Parti Gyle beers that I've seen are as a result of 5-gallon, 10-gallon brew batches. Of course, if you followed me for a while, you know that I mainly brew 1-gallon batches. So I wanted to see if I could replicate such a style. And I think you'll agree when I show you these beers that I probably have. Now, I will stress that this isn't a review as such. I'm just going to do a side-by-side and just let you know if this particular experiment has been successful. I don't actually have enough bottles to actually do a oh no, actually I do. I have a couple of bottles left of each to do single reviews, so I might do them in the future. Anyway, I'm 3 minutes in and I've not even shown you the beers. Anyway, first off, I'm going to show you the big beer. As I said, I'm calling this a barley wine. Nice, not exactly fluffy, but a nice head. Colour, it's very hazy, but that is a bit of a chestnutty colour. Although, I don't know how well you can see. In fact, no, you can actually see it quite well there. There is quite the pile of sediment in the bottom of the glass. Yeah, both bottles did actually have quite a bit of sediment in them. Anyway, that's the big beer. Again, just show you the bottle again. Approximately 11.5%, 33 IBUs for the big beer. The little beer, and I'll show you the glass in a minute. I'm kind of doing this one backwards. 4.9%. Again, I've just put it down as 33 IBUs. I don't know exactly the IBU of either of these, but here is the beer. Nice little fluffy head on it. Colour, it's a nice golden colour. It's a little bit hazier than what I planned. Actually, when I first poured this, it was actually clear, but there was quite a bit of beer left in the bottom of the bottle. Unfortunately, quite a bit of sediment did get poured into it, and it has turned it quite hazy. So anyway, let's get down to it. There are the two beers side by side. Nice colours on them. Aromas. On the big beer, very malty. A little bit of a little bit of nuttiness. A little bit of chocolate. Not a whole lot from the hops, from what I can smell. And before I forget, I know I've been in this now for a few minutes and I've not even mentioned it. Recipe is down in the description, along with the ABVs and gravities of both beers. Anyway, small beer. Now the small beer does smell a tad bit fruitier. A little bit piney. Maybe a little bit resiny. Completely opposite to the big beer. Anyway, I'm just going to get in with tastes. Here's the small beer. On the flavour of the small beer, again that pine is there. On the initial hit on the tongue, there was a little bit of a varnishy kind of flavour. Almost a varnish kind of flavour that has actually quite quickly dissipated. That could be, well, I don't know what it's from. It's not harsh, not bitter. I think because of how long I've actually had these beers on the table, that's actually gone a bit, tiny bit flat. I'm just going to dive in for another quick taste. Yeah, the small beer, again, a little bit of a varnishy kind of flavour. It does dissipate into a fruity flavour, a dank fruity flavour. It's not bad, but the lack of carbonation does let it down. Anyway, the big beer. Oh wow. Now on the flip, the big beer. Oh, that is actually really nice. The big beer, again, very malty, nutty, little bit of chocolate. Not a whole lot from the hops, again. It's very smooth. There's no harshness there at all. It's a very smooth beer. And I must admit, 11.5%, it doesn't actually taste of 11.5%. That is very, very smooth, very drinkable. It could potentially be quite dangerous. And I think I actually prefer the big beer. The little beer, I suppose, given a bit more time just to rest, or maybe serve it a bit cooler, it probably would just lose a little bit of that sour, varnishy kind of flavour. all in all, not a bad experiment, I think. But again, for me, right now, the big beer wins it. And one final thing as well, I didn't exactly come out with a gallon of each beer. I don't really have the equipment to do two exact 4 5 litre batches. I ended up really I just really mucked these up. I think for obvious reasons, with it being the first batch, I did actually do the big beer a bit better. The small beer, I'm probably going to have to play about. Maybe actually have to buy myself a little bit more even keel equipment, just to see if I can get a better final amount of beer, and maybe play about with the recipe as well. I don't know. But anyway, final verdict, again, as I said, for me, that big beer is lovely. Just a nice, smooth beer, nice, warming, flavourful, just a really nice beer. And I'm going for that one for the rest of the evening. Alright guys, well, that was just my hopeful quick review of this little experiment. As always, if you have any general comments, questions, queries about either, about anything to do with these beers, my recipe, my brewing method, or the beers themselves, drop your comments down there and drop your comments down in the comment section. We'll get some discussion going. And for anybody that has done 1 gallon batches before, you agree or disagree with anything I've said in the course of this video, or if you have any hints or tips to pass on for myself or other people watching this, so as to get either beer better, again, drop your comments down there in the comment section. We'll talk, we'll get some discussion going. And finally, as always guys, if you've enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. Please give it a thumbs up. Let me know what you think. And for anybody that's new to this, that's watching this video for the first time, watching my channel for the first time, do me a favour guys, check out the rest of my channel, and if you like what you see, please consider hitting that subscribe button. I do have a few more videos in mind for the future, and I hope you'll enjoy what I do on the channel. Now guys, well, that's all I've got for you for now. So until next time, from Gravey's Brewery, this has been Gareth Goes Gravy. I'll see you later. Cheers.